Children should not be interrogated. Children should not be locked up in rooms. Children should not be part of your teachings in Scientology. Enough with the child abuse. UT does not condone this. Don't let Scientologists interrogate your children. These people are using children to sell Scientology. I mean, honestly. It's because of the survivor stories that we're here. People that were born in. These people think that your trauma, or if you go through some sort of abuse, it's your fault. What did you do to pull that in? What did you do in order for that to take effect on you? That's what they are teaching young kids. So just imagine how some kids must feel. They must feel very lonely, that they can't talk to anybody because of their teachings. I haven't been out here in a really long time, guys. Life has me extremely busy. I did move out of this area. I'm a little bit further, kind of closer. I can't really tell yet. But I have not been out here for that reason. There is nothing normal about children being touch assist, all of that. Nothing normal about it. I think classes are letting out too. People are graduating, so it's that time of the year where they'll put out the booth, their little Dianetics booth. I want to refocus on the reason I'm out here, and it's because of the child abuse. Kids doing the Purif, getting in the sauna for long periods of time, taking high amounts of niacin. Nothing normal about that. They did take out one of the benches here. There was a second one. Let's see. I drove past here. There was one of the Scientologists handing out little pamphlets. I'm sure they've been pretty comfortable here without anybody coming out. I think Miss Kim was out here, what was it, last week? I'm pretty sure PTS and Tech, she's came by a few times. I can't tell. It's just been a crazy, crazy month for me. I'm gonna start doing chalk here soon. So I think they had their open mic night last night, so we'll be seeing some videos about that soon. I was also watching a video about Scientology being banned in Russia, so we'll definitely be chalking some of that stuff up. This gentleman right here, he's been a Scientologist for a really long time. I've gone to videos of the Anonymous whenever they used to come out in Austin, and he was in a lot of the videos on those times. So specifically here in Austin. Down the street we have West Campus. That West Campus person washes down the chalk outside for Scientology. With Russia buildings and the buildings in Russia, the Scientology buildings in Russia that were raided, they found some hidden cameras. I thought that was pretty interesting, and microphones. It's lunchtime, y'all. I was trying to really make it out for 8 a.m., like right at the time they get here, but I couldn't. Russia Scientology was raided. They found hidden cameras and microphones. Why is there no more Sea Org Day? What happened to Sea Org Day? Sea Org deserved their day. Miss Gabbage squirreled the tech. L. Ron Hubbard abused all his wives. Y'all, that is pretty scary to have somebody recording you on video without you knowing. That's pretty scary stuff. I've seen some recent reports about that happening in a house with a roommate that was living there, and then the owner of the house had hidden cameras, took a lot of pictures of her. Miss Gabbage squirreled the tech. Why is there no more Sea Org Day? Sea Org deserved days off. They're gonna call the cops on me for sure. When I get loud on them, they call the cops. I really try not to like scream at them or talk towards them, but I'm a little mad. I was watching Liz Gale's video, and I'm not gonna lie, I started crying a little bit with her. We cannot allow this to continue, the practices on children. Liz Gale tried so hard, she did so much. It's because of her stories that I'm out here, because of what she suffered as a child. So I've really been thinking a lot about it, and I want to refocus on that, on the child abuse and the actual child abuse going on in this building. The director, what is it? Oh, I think this is, I don't want to be mean. Is it NOI? I've seen this gentleman before. I'm not sure if inside of Scientology, maybe next door to Sweet Creams. I don't want to call it out. All right. I also don't like having my camera like all up in people's faces. It's just so weird. But yeah, about Liz Gale, there's a lot of injustice for people who survived and have left. So they matter. What does that say? Care survivor? Care something? David Miscavige, squirreled attack. Why is there no more Sea Org Day? Y'all, I didn't come with flyers today, no sign. This is kind of like a quick, hey, like, I'm sure they've missed me too, you know. Oh yes, so at the beginning of my video, I was across the street in the campus, and there was these two Scientologists coming out of there. So I started recording them. They were behind me. I'm curious what they were doing on campus. They've been getting away with a lot of stuff here lately. The not way of happiness. What is it called? The drugs one? Oh, sorry, that's my chalk.
Okay.
She was trying to take my chalk. um, but yeah, Liz Gale, she showed so much of her pain in this last video. There was so much authenticity. I just felt so much for her. And like I said, it's because of her story that I'm out here, because of survivors like her that suffered through the child abuse. We cannot allow this to continue, y'all. Oh, so I was talking, sorry, I'm like all over the place. So Austin Scientology has been getting away with going to nearby school events, and they've been putting out their drug-free world tables. So, but there is stuff being done for that. Not on my end, but there is some things being done. We haven't been just like kind of quiet. We've been kind of investigating, researching. But like I said, guys, I've been having a crazy month, just trying to move out of the Austin area and trying to get a transfer in my job, and it's all still ongoing, but at least now I'm moved, and I was finally able to have a free day off to come out here and say hi to y'all and say hi to my friends in here. Let me see. Because we can hear all these stories, but we weren't the ones that were physically in there. We don't really know what they actually went through. And so Liz Gale showing her vulnerability and how with just sharing that little bit, it was really heartbreaking. She also mentioned, which is something good to put here, is that they're using the children to sell Scientology. The child interrogation needs to stop. The long hours of questioning children about things that they shouldn't know needs to stop. Children deserve to have their space to grow. They don't deserve this indoctrination from Scientology. Let's see what this says. Expansion. Step out of the fog. Just the normal BS. There is no expansion here. The cult is shrinking. What are you talking about? Also, guys, I've been noticing a lot of little similarities between Scientology and the P. Diddy case. I've also been following that P. Diddy case of them using the lie detector test with, what was it, P. Diddy's assistant, Capricorn? Yes, her. I just thought it was weird how they were using the lie detector and they were making her like touch things, go back and forth. the racketeering, just so many similarities. This place is paid to play. There's nothing churchy about it. If they could just be more straightforward, like, this is what we do. We have self-help techniques. We can do courses. Just don't lie to people. Say it's come take a personality test or whatever. Just be honest. This is the good old, I'm going to pretend I'm on the phone. David Miscavige, Squirrel the Tech. What happened to Sea Org Day? Sorry, y'all, if I'm screaming a little loud. Oh my God, Grandpa. I think I figured out his name is John. He's wearing regular clothes today. Do y'all remember Grandpa? Grandpa-tology? David Miscavige, Squirrel the Tech. But yeah, there's a lot of activity here. I thought maybe all the graduation already happened. I'm not sure. However, I do need to keep an eye out for whenever school is starting back up, because I feel that's whenever they're busiest outside. Last year they had that spin a wheel where you would spin and win like Way of Happiness, bracelets, just like different BS. So it's interesting. Pretty soon here, we're gonna have a big protest. Obviously, with just the same peeps, my husband, PTS, and then hopefully maybe some other people can join. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're gonna have another party outside. All right, let me do some quick chalk. How do you spell Miscavige, y'all? Miscav, and then I'm lost. Miscavige. Last Friday, squirreled I'm pretty sure I'm misspelling things all over the place. Squirreled I'm just kind of excited to be out here again. But last Friday, Tom Cruise came to San Antonio, and I spotted him, just the top of his head. So we knew he was going to be in a movie theater somewhere in Austin, or no, San Antonio. We weren't sure which one, but PTS took us to this specific movie theater, AMC, and right whenever I was pulling up, I was running late, but right as I was pulling up, there was a lot of SUVs outside, black SUVs. Um, and there was some guards, some cops, and there was a lot of people like with their phones out. I was like, yes, he's right here. So I quickly ran out the car, and that's when I spotted like the top of Tom Cruise's head, and everybody was screaming, Tom Cruise, whatever. There's another Scientologist down the street. But at that moment, my camera was messing up, so I was only able to get the last little clip of him coming out. I don't even think I got it on video. I'm not even sure why my camera started messing up right at that moment. Miss Gavage, okay. Miss Gav, I-G-E. Squirreled the tat. I was also on TikTok the other day, and I noticed that one of the students or somebody was out here after we had protested the Emily Armstrong. And they took a TikTok of all of our chalks. I thought that was pretty awesome. I do want to make a sign specifically about the part in the Dianetics book where Elron says it's okay for a child to be kissed by a grown man. Because I know they get mad with things like that. If you start messing with Tom Cruise, they get mad. Children should not be interrogated. All right, y'all. Hi, Ocean Waves. Hey, Lexianne. Scientology up north. Scooter Mom. The Mod. Blind Tech. Yes. I'm going. Thank you, Scientology up north. They don't have a table out, just that little bit that they usually put out. They've been putting out for a few months now. Well, they'll just put a bunch of little stuff. Same old stuff. Sometimes we are able to get some specific events, but you can check on Eventbrite. Is that what it's called? And that's where they'll usually post their events. But yeah, we've been seeing what they've been doing. I know what schools they've been at or what activity centers they've been at. They're hitting up a lot of like local Hispanic communities, areas. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been out here. I would say Lincoln Park concert, about a month. It's been a month. Lexi, and that if they would find out, or if they would get that automatic door and the window fogging, that would mess us up a little bit, because the whole fun is them shutting down the blinds. At least, they have this place in a better condition outside, because I've seen like the Portland org, how it's filled with like bird poop and just nastiness outside. This place is a little bit more clean. They have West Campus that helps them out. You live in our where, Miriam? It requires pre-planning, I would say. Just plan your day ahead. Oh, look at this car. Like for me, I knew since last night I was coming out here, but I got off of work at 9 p.m. And by the time I got home, I was so exhausted, I just went straight to bed. So this morning I woke up, kind of took a slow morning. I was planning on catching them like breakfast time, but that's a whole hour and a half drive-ish. I was like, no, I'm gonna catch them during lunchtime, even if it's just for a little bit, because the sun is hot, and it's not even summer. I'm already like sweating up a little bit, but I already feel it's gonna be a brutal summer. However, sweating and being out here is a good thing, because you're sweating out some toxins. You're informing the community. However, there's nobody really out here to inform. It's kind of empty. Normally there is more students, I would say. So this is not really a good spot to protest. Not right now. Maybe a little bit more down the block we'll have to do something once we can figure out when our next party will be out here. Yeah, our next party is gonna be so much fun, y'all. Scientology covers up child abuse actively in this building. Y'all, we need to let the people know here that there is child predators, and these events are not being covered up. Sheila married her abuser, and now Sheila is the executive director of this building, and now her daughter is already doing all the Scientology stuff. But it's just sad. All the kids that start in the Scientology school, I feel like that's where I want to put a lot more of my focus in. I just want to keep my focus on the child abuse. Another one is elder abuse, of course, y'all know. There's I also caught a little bit of Alex's live on the recent Scientologist that left a couple years ago. What was her name? Joey Villa, I think. She said a lot of important information. I still need to go back and take some notes about that video. That way I can come and chalk it up here, because she's a recent Scientologist that left, so we can get a lot of good information from her. Another celebrity that left. Here comes another Scientologist. I'm mainly here just so they can know I'm still around today. That's my whole point, catching a little bit of faces while I'm here. Is this the lady that gets in our face every time we're out here? I think it is. David Miscavige, squirrel attack. You know, all the money that these people are raising is going to Miscavige. It's going to all those fancy suits he wears, all those nice dinners he has, all the travel he does. Kind of sick. Like, are the Scientologists tired of the fundraising? Pay to play. The Scientologists here have also been taking pictures with local police. So I'm a little bit mad about the fact that they've been doing that. It's like there's not much that you can do, but maybe warn the district, put a complaint in. They're using the children to recruit children. Alexian, at least you gave them something to do for a couple minutes. Hey David, thanks for the like. Was it 2 weeks? It feels like a whole month that I haven't been out here. God. It honestly feels like a whole month. I can't tell my time. Farrell Cheryl, MD Media, David. Seriously, that's all they're allowed to listen to. Sea Org, right? Like LRH lectures, whatever is pre-approved. Let's put read going cleared. I'm trying not to like bend down too much because I'm pretty sure you can see through my pants, and I'm not trying to give anybody a show. Hey. Oh, we got Cowboy over here. You want to do some chalk?
Not in a minute.
No, I'm good, thank you.
About this homeless guy, hot dog in Minnesota.
Really?
He was begging for food. I gave him some.
There is help for you outside of this walls. Aftermath Foundation, SPTV Foundation. Let's put that on here too. Y'all, I'm pretty sure you can still see kind of remnants of chalk. I wonder if there's been anybody here. There is a lot of Scientology activity right now. Thank y'all so much for your likes and your comments. I really appreciate that. Is school really out for summer already? So are they now doing like the, what was it, the like sign-ups and stuff? There's one Scientologist on her phone and there's another one walking down the street. Oh, I love doing chalk. It's just a little hot right now. And I wore the wrong pants for today. Aw, he went through the back. I thought we were friends. Pinche Becky, hey girl. So happy to see you here. So much love and support for you.
So this is yeah, they address. So their thing is like who has the idea of this?
Jennifer Arnold's, Miss Gavin, okay. Sounds. Cinderella. The door has been broken since the day they opened these doors, I think. Confronting? You know, he does all these videos and he doesn't post them. He's hilarious. Lady Smurth, what's up? Thank y'all so much again. They don't have enough money. They haven't raised enough money to fix it. All the money they raise is going to Miscavige. And they do have quite a bit of events here. My husband was like, these Scientologists know how to party. I mean, they know how to throw like little things on the table and do seminars, but that's what they're here for. That's what they have time for. It's just like prisoners. They have all this time to just sit there and think, what can I do next? So sad. Thank you, Scientology up north. I will keep coming so they know that they can't just get away with it. I think I might go take a little drink and come back and say hi to them. Over here, I have noticed that they are targeting the Hispanic community mainly. That's what I have seen. And they have had some NOI event. They had an NOI event last Saturday, I think. I was working, I couldn't make it, and it was also like 3-4 hours away. But it's totally worth going there. And one of the L. Ron Hubbard nanny, self-proclaimed nanny, / Scientology boarding school owner from here has been in Florida. She's been touring around. She does these classes for parents mainly, for rowdy children. It's just unbelievable. Hey Cubs champion, so happy to see you. I have not seen you in a while. I'm doing great. Doing better than I was a couple weeks ago. Finally moved. Still trying to settle myself in a job. I'm kind of halfway in my new job and halfway not in my new job. I still have to travel to my old job, and it's like a whole 2 hours away, like 1 day a week, just to keep some benefits going. So yeah, it's been quite a struggle, but things are going. Hopefully things will fall into place here pretty soon. David Miscavige, squirrel attack. I know that makes them mad. Hello. Is that a Purif outfit? I wanted to talk to this gentleman, but I'm also trying to get video of the Purif. Children should not be interrogated. Stop interrogating the children. Keep them out of Scientology. Children should not be taught sexual things. It's not right. Children are not adults in small bodies. That was a Scientologist sitting here the entire time. You know, he looked like it, but sometimes it's like grandpas that are here, like supporting the students, and they like to go to this little store down the street that's like a co-op, I think it's called, like a Longhorn store for the university, and that's what I usually see. But if it's not them, it's usually a Scientologist sitting there. But you know, I don't like to like call them out if it's not really that. But yeah, he got close over here. I think he was looking at my phone. Like, you can look at my phone all you want, sir. You're free to do as you want. Just don't get close to me. They're actively protecting child molesters in here. LA and Florida get things fixed. I would imagine those are the area. I mean, isn't Florida the one that Miss Gabbage kind of leads? I know Aaron was talking about it in a recent video. Oh my. But yeah, I would not give money to watch the Mission Impossible movie. That's literally supporting Scientology. I told PTS I'm gonna wait until the movie comes out in Goodwill for me to watch it, even if I watch it. I tried watching one of Tom Cruise's movie, and I just couldn't. Tired of the fundraising? Why would you go through the back end? I'm still trying to get my personality test. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna be traveling to Florida pretty soon. Some family stuff. And I'll be like half an hour from Clearwater. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be going next month. Hopefully, if I can get the time off. I've just been kind of pushing Florida for a little bit because I'm still trying to get settled into this job. But yeah, I'm pretty sure before July I'll be in Florida. 30 minutes from Clearwater. So I might see some peeps out there. I have met Farrell Cheryl before when she came down to Austin. I was out here protesting, and she scootered up to me with Lori Plays. During that time, I didn't really know who Farrell Cheryl was or Lori Plays. I knew they were coming, so I kind of started watching some of Farrell Cheryl's shorts before she was out here. But she has such a nice, positive vibe to her. I really liked having her around. She's such a down-to-earth person, I would say that. I felt really good being around her. Very Tia vibes, I would say. And she knows Spanish, in case y'all didn't know that. So hopefully I might see Cheryl and meet some other people that are out there. Dusty, he's been putting in so much work out here. I do watch a lot of you guys. I don't get in chats a lot lately. I've been watching Eric Rader. A lot of you people. It's just hard for me to get in chats. But I am lurking, y'all. How many more months until Cups comes out? We need to do something big that day. And Cubs needs to come outside in his spirit again with us in Austin. We had him out here. PTS made a sign for him. PTS in Texas had made a sign for him. Hi, y'all.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm just protesting Scientology for a little bit. I usually come out here, but I haven't been out, so I just wanted to kind of shut them down from recruitment. Just mainly like...
I don't mind if I record up.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm pointing it that way.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we're mainly telling people that there's active like child predators in this building being protected by them. So that's like my main thing, the children.
Yeah.
You guys know about Scientology and all that?
No, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, definitely go online and just like start putting like a good channel is Growing Up in Scientology. It's just stories from the survivors that are coming out. That's where I get my information from, directly from the survivors. But yeah. Joy Villa, that was the name. My husband trying to put camera on people's faces. I'm like, no, I don't like doing that. I try not to. Once I have my tripod out and if they walk up in the camera, that's fine. But I'm like, what are you doing? Unless it's a crazy guy like Streets had. What was his name? Streets had two crazy interactions lately. He had found some Scientologists giving out Way of Happiness booklets in the alley. That was so interesting. I wish we would get that kind of interactions here. But at the same time, I don't. Like, the further away I am from them, the better. Like, I don't want them to know my info. Even though they have tried following me once before. There's a guy in the second floor in the register. You can't really see it. And I'm also trying not to be like rowdy and like screaming, because sometimes that can make people look a little cray-cray. So I definitely changed a lot my approach this last year. But sometimes you have to be cray-cray because it's the passion. It's like what's coming out of you. Hi, Irish Mart. I'm still trying to go down the list and read y'all's comments. The door is going to be broken forever. The only time that they fix it is when we're out here. Then they'll start jiggling around with it. But it's still, it can't be fixed. One of the Scientologists owns like a construction company. The main, like one of the whales here. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, Pickles. Again, hi. I get so happy when I see Pickles in chat. I get happy when I see all of you in chat. Is it Pickles?
Yeah, tell your friend to be careful, man.
Which friend?
He was saying that he messed up his name, giving his.
Oh yeah, his friend, Pickles' friend. Yeah, he remembers about your friend Pickles. Yes, I still need to make a compilation video of them opening the doors. Like y'all, I need to do so many things.
Probably in the microphone.
So many shorts, so many little videos I haven't posted. I don't think I've talked about it, but do y'all remember there was like a homeless gentleman out here that was having a poison ivy, and we had gone out to the store to get him some medicine. Well, I had caught up to him in Lamar, Austin, and had a long talk with him, which I have actually I have all of it on video, but I haven't posted anything, y'all. Like, I just been so out of the loop. Just kind of playing videos while I'm doing dishes, unpacking boxes. Like, my moving wasn't too bad. It took like 1 hour to get everything out because I had already had everything packed, and I don't own a lot of things. But whenever you're moving out, it's just like you're unlocking all these little things, even if you think you don't have a lot of stuff. It's just such a pain in the butt moving. But the good thing is that I moved into a brand new place. Nobody has ever lived in it before, which I was so happy about. Because I'm usually really crazy with cleaning. I have to clean up everything before I move somewhere. Like every little corner, I'm crazy about that. Yeah, this apartment I just had to do some light, like cleaning, like wiping things down and move my stuff in. So we're already done, finished with the hard parts. Hi, Fraud. So happy to see you. Yes, thank you, Cubs. Things will be falling into their own place. I'm just letting things happen right now. Um, I really like the new place where I'm starting to work. It's better. Without giving too much information, it's a lot better for me. It's I feel like it's I'm like trying to say things without saying stuff. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's just been more time for me to be spending at home, less stressful for me. So it's definitely a better move. I do miss my old job. There's a Scientologist leaving, but I'm still working there once a week. You just have good connection with your coworkers. They become family members. I got really close with one of my coworkers, and I don't make friends. I don't really like have friends because I've always been like that. Like I don't trust people. What's coming? Fuzzy pink handcuffs. Thank you so much. Every time I see fuzzy pink handcuffs, I think of Windy City Thayton Watch. Where is Windy City Thayton Watch? We need to have him outside. Yes, Scooter Mom. We had that one Tom stalker guy, or no, Tom guy that kept saying that Pharaoh Shura was stalking me in Austin. He was such a weirdo in the chat. But yeah, he tried to put an address on my channel, and I had to delete that little bit of him putting an address up. It was just very trolly. And I really don't get a lot of trolls in my chat. Even though I go vertical, because for some reason my phone doesn't let me go horizontal. That's another thing I need to work on. Like, I got a whole second phone. I'm paying like double my bill so I can do better content, and I still haven't been able to come out or even like make shorts. It's just been so busy. So Lincoln Park was a miracle, and also seeing Tom Cruise was a miracle for us. It's not road to happiness, way to happiness. Hi, Never and Aaron. Hope you're not stapling yourself lately. In a good way. Way of happiness. I'm probably just blabbering a bunch of stuff. Next court date is April 16th for Cubs Champ. Completing the court orders from the Commonwealth. Wow. 4/16. How many months is that? 10 more months, Cubs. We're all looking forward. Oh my goodness, is that Periodicology? I was just thinking about you earlier. I haven't seen you. He's my other mod. Oh my god. It's like the whole crew is here. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all of you. You guys have no idea how happy it is for me to see y'all's name in chat. Alright, Periodicology is another one I've protested with. I met him here when he was down here in Austin. Oh, thank you, Fuzzy Pink Handcuffs. We really do miss Windy City Thayton. With him, it's people like him that I also learned certain things, like to say or like to chalk, just like little notes I can take from Wendy. Those are really helpful. He's very knowledgeable in the way he puts things into words. We love everything about Wendy. Periodicology. I actually, whenever I moved to Puerto Rico, which was in 2019, I had so many garage sales. became a minimalist in 2019. Before going to Puerto Rico, I only owned like a few boxes that I left here in Texas. But yeah, I became very minimal. I'm still very minimal. But before 2019, I used to be a big time hoarder. I used to be an antique collector, vintage collector, and everything collector. Now I am still kind of a collector, but that's mainly like to sell. Cause I also do like a separate business. It's like a little side hustle. Yeah, UT doesn't like them. That girl's face, she was scared when she walked by Scientology. It was hilarious. No flyers today. Hi Anna, I've never seen you here before. Welcome.